welcome to Trapped in the Birdcage with me as your dungeon master. Hooray! Today is the season finale. Oh gosh. How
We did it.
We did it. We did it. And
Didn't
hopefully
get canceled.
we did not we don't not yet, but we'll know coming in the weeks. We'll know what happens and it's going to be great, and if we get more episodes, which we hopefully will. Wink. So keep your Thursdays open. Anyway, so yeah. Anyone have any quips before we begin? We left off with Reader on top of the brain.
Oh, that's right. I was really giving it to that brain.
Yeah, we left off, and then I don't remember. You guys weren't passed out anymore, correct?
Yeah, we both passed our save. So.
Good. Okay. So you guys aren't
Thank
passed
God.
out anymore. I'm drinking.
Chad and our cameras are swapped.
Oh, whoops. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've always wanted to play a bard.
I've always
I'm gonna
wanted to
move
play.
them.
Chad, congrats on your strength and your sick bod.
God, yeah, my crazy stats.
Look, it's our season finale, but we're still garbage.
By the way, Jimmy,
We still
before-
got it.
Consistency.
We still got it.
after this season, I want to see your character sheet because you got crazy stats.
I know. Next season, if we get it, I will happily put I think I'll put our stats on the sidebars like they do for Dice Camera Actions,
that'd
so
be
you guys
nice.
so everyone can see Saturn's crazy stats.
Saturn's got some good stuff
Yeah.
going on.
No, Saturn has some excellent.
He's that thick boy.
Mm-hmm.
I want an
Right.
asterisk placed next to your stats, like questionable of how you got them. So good, like
I
like
rolled.
MLB players.
Where do you get your juice from?
Where do you get your fight milk from?
Where do you get your bite milk from? My mom does all the grocery shopping.
I
Everyone
think that's the
say,
Peyton Manning defense, actually.
Thick
Yeah,
boy.
sports jokes.
Thick boy. Yes, indeed. Excellent. So yes, welcome everyone. Hooray! We left off with our intrepid adventurers in a room filled with holes and mouths and a brain. And Reader is on top of this brain, stabbing it.
Yes.
I guess being the tank.
Somehow.
Will and Nejma are both conscious, and Reader, you received a special parcel within your within the twin scrolls from Strix. Now you didn't know that this could also send
Right.
small objects, but apparently it can. Little baby Strix sent you what looks like a square or a little rectangle of some sort of hard substance with a string coming out of it and a little angry face on it.
Okay, like a Mr. Yuck face.
Kind of like, hold on, I don't know where all my pens went. I'll give you an example. It's kind of like this is a little bit. Kind of like this.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Yuck. Yeah,
Okay.
don't eat it. It's poison.
Yeah. So you received that, and you also received a message from her and from Crone that said use the fight milk or whatever you ended up calling it.
Oh yeah, we were arguing on the order of the instructions, right? We were like,
Yeah.
Yes. It's like, do we drink the fight milk?
Yeah.
Is there enough fight milk for all of us to drink?
And
and I
from
think
Crone-
Anna said follow the instructions.
Yeah, and from Crone at the bottom it said you can't escape, sorry. And you don't know what that means because you assume that you can escape because of the fight milk, but we'll see.
Riddles.
You managed to scare off what was called a gibbering mouther, which was the thing coming through the holes. And it kind of has receded, and now you're just on this floating mass of brain matter, kind of just cobbled together with sinew and veins and everything in this pool of water in the center of the room. And the rest of you are just kind of watching Reader just continue to stab it.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold it up, right? Because it was trying to leave.
Yeah, and you managed to hold it. Yeah, you managed to hold it.
So you guys are like reading a note, and I don't even know what you're doing. I'm just like, could you use a hand or two over here?
Will goes like to help him, and then she just kind of stands there and looks at it like,
I believe stabbing it helps.
she takes a dagger and stabs it.
Like you just toss it in there like it's a lawn dart.
It just like sticks in there. Yeah, it sticks in the brain and just wobbles. just a little bit like
Gives a
Jello.
thumbs up. It's like, I've done what I
Yeah,
need to do
like
here.
Jello.
She looks at Reader like,
Good job.
You do notice that the water is very slowly rising. You can see that some of it's starting to ripple a little bit around the brain.
Holly, how much fight milk do we have left? Do you know?
I believe that you have 2 vials. I think
2 vials.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, 2.
I forget. I think Saturn gave his to Reader 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
With the hole.
Okay.
So I think Will and Reader still have theirs on them.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 2. You have 2 left. You have this little block of what looks like clay with an angry face on it, and you have this floating mass of brain matter that seems to be dead. You don't know.
Okay.
I feel like Nejma and Saturn are the ones with the intel from Crone.
Yeah. So it's that block. Do we think it might be a bomb?
Can I roll an intelligence check to see if it's a bomb?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Intelligence. I have. Okay, so 16 plus 4, so 20.
Yeah. You definitely think it's a bomb.
It's hella a bomb. Nedge was
Cool.
like, y'all, that's just a bomb.
But you also there's something else about it that you're a little bit iffy on.
Maybe that's a bomb.
Definitely it will inflict destruction, but you're not really sure how.
Okay.
What
Or
I
how
want
much.
to know is if we set off that bomb, we're gonna die too. We're gonna die if we set off that bomb, and the letter says that we can't escape. So do we just, for the greater good, take ourselves out with this brain monster?
no.
Okay. I mean, I agree, but
We could
where
always
we
be
go,
rebuilt. Oh, that's all right. Only me.
that's-
Let me take a look at it. She tries to see if she has ever seen anything like this before. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm assuming like while you guys are like debating it, I'm just like punching the brain every
Yeah.
time it tries to get away.
Yeah, it's like you're just pulling bits off, just like it's like a Jello, like a Jello mold, and you're just like.
Oh, cool.
Will join in and kind of mindlessly stab too.
Okay. There's a lot of
Uh,
it, so it's kind of you're making, I guess, a little bit of a dent. Doesn't really matter.
Will got only an 8 on perception, so
Yeah,
or I
you-
guess it would be either way. Insight, it's 8.
Yeah, you haven't really seen something like this before. This is new to you. Will.
Look, I'm not like one to call out previous lives, but I'm just saying maybe Nejma, we should like think about the possible ramifications of setting off a bomb here before we do it.
I hear what you're saying. Sounds a little dumb. What I think we should do is just. We have the transportation fight milk riot juice. What I think we should do is.
Yeah, that sounds like a really
Idea. Do we know where the fight milk will take them? And I'm getting wrestling the whole time. Or take
Stab,
us.
Stab, stab.
Stab, stab, stab. We could feed
Doesn't the
fight
fight
milk to
milk
the
only-
brain and give the bomb there and send it to another place.
But the fight milk only works if there's a portal, I think.
Yeah,
Or-
it does only work if there's a portal.
Well, I guess what my question is will it still turn them into goo? Like, will it still just melt them down like the Terminator and then, like, still help fix our problems?
You're not sure. But the water has risen about another foot at this point.
Is there anything like in the water? Is it like clear, or is it like
It's the
dirty?
same like briny green water that you've seen before, with swirls of that same metallic looking, I guess, mix of potions that you remember. But reader, you can notice that as your sword is in the brain, the places where you had stabbed it have now healed up again, and they're almost like knitting themselves back together.
So really, I'm just doing no damage to it.
No.
What if we remove so much of the brain it forgets who it is, and it's a good guy.
That's really sweet.
We give the
That is
brain
actually
amnesia
very sweet.
as I'm stabbing more into the brain.
Can you give me a athletics saving throw, reader?
Me? Yeah. Is it gonna like athletics?
Or strength athletics to see if you hold on to the brain again.
Sure, that's a 14.
All right. That is not enough as
No.
the brain lifts out of the water and throws you backwards. And underneath it, you can see an entire maw. Almost it looks like a rat's maw made of rats. Made of cranium rats with the giant brain sitting on top of it. And it just rolls out of the water and the water just splashes everywhere and raises like another, probably like 3 feet. So you're almost swimming at this point, and it's
Cool.
just screaming 1,000 tiny little rat voices in your mind. So I need all of you
Nope.
to give me a wisdom saving throw as this
It might be
rat
friendly.
creature just screams at you, and it's like,
No. 7.
That's a 10.
That's a 17.
18 plus 2, so 20.
okay, so Will and Reader, you take 4 damage.
I'm out. Then I'm knocked back out.
Oh, that's right. And I don't think I have that many. I think I only got from last game like
Oh yeah.
1 or 2 cure wounds left.
So the last thing I
Big
said
one.
was it might be friendly, and then I'm instantly knocked out.
You said we took 4 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 1 cure wounds left, definitely, because I used Thunderwave last game and 2 cure wounds. So
I all gather here today.
Bomb it!
somebody
Bomb the thing!
I think we got to use that bomb.
Okay. There's a wick on it, you said, Holly? Like
There is, yeah, there's a little wick on it, yeah.
Nejma, you know what to do.
And Nejma, if you want to do another check on it to see if you can figure out what it is.
Okay.
Another
Go film
Arcana check.
now. An Arcana check, you said?
Yeah, do an Arcana check on it.
Arcana.
Reader mutters under his breath, "Leave me with
Ooh,
the
I got
bomb."
plus 4 to that, so. Okay, 17 plus 4. 21. I
Sweet.
count on my fingers.
Yeah, that is good enough to where you know that this isn't just a bomb, and also knowing your knowledge of little Strix. It's a portal key.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Look,
So,
light the bomb, throw it, drink the fight milk, leave before the fuse is up. Easy peasy, let's go.
I like the sound of that. Okay, so
can Saturn go swim over and retrieve Reader's body?
In a second, because I need you all to roll initiative for fighting this giant rat monster.
This
Okay.
big Dark Souls boss you got here.
Yeah, that's exactly
17.
That's exactly what it looks like.
I think Saturn somehow still has full health in this entire situation.
Ah, interesting.
So I'll just stick with
All right,
that.
What's your initiative, Saturn?
I rolled a 2.
Okay, that's terrible.
Oh wait, the plus 4, so that's
That's
6.
okay. It's not bad.
It's still not great, but
5 for Will.
Mm-hmm.
Reader.
I'm knocked out.
Oh,
Do you
you're
still need
knocked out.
initiative? Sorry.
I do, yeah.
I can roll initiative.
I still need
I
it,
got
yeah.
a 3,
Okay, cool.
which sounds right.
All right.
We've been rolling great, guys.
Nejma, you're first. So this giant rat amalgamation made of probably like 500 cranium rats with this brain on top just swarms out of the water, and it has these like little ratty hands and a big maw, and it's
Cute.
probably about 15-20 feet tall.
Okay. I would like to light the wick of this bomb and throw it into the open mouth.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. It's not my turn.
All right.
Um,
So you are just gonna use a cantrip, just like a little
Yeah, so
Okay.
like my little what's it called?
Like-
For the folks at home.
control frames or something like that.
I think it's like burning hands or something like that, or firebolt. Yeah, firebolt or something.
Okay.
Prestidigitation.
All right, so
Whatever.
yeah.
It's a fire cantrip.
Okay, so you are going to try and light that. Oof. Yeah, you can't light it the first time because
Awesome.
it's just so nasty and damp in here. So you're gonna have to try it again.
Okay. On my next turn
On your
or
next turn, yeah.
Okay.
So you try to light it and it doesn't work. but you're gonna have to light it again.
Did Strix send us like a joke candle that's like continually just?
You don't think...
God damn it. Nejma like can't light it, and she's like, "God damn it, Scraps!"
Yeah. You don't think that it was made in any sort of way that she would know what she was doing, but it is a portal key. Okay, so next up is... Oh, it's our little rat friend. So who's closest? I think is it Saturn you're closest to him?
I don't think so. I was with Nejma.
Okay. So Nejma...
I guess I would be closest to it because I was stabbing the brain.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh no, it's Wamba. Get out!
It's Yox.
Oh yeah, Yox. I'm sorry, they're so similar.
I mean, it's both.
It's both.
They're sisters.
Whoa, that's a
from
big
another sister.
reveal, actually, that they're the same character.
They're the same character. They're the same character. Let's see. Actually, yeah. So the rats try and attack you. Oh, geez. They're wow. Okay. Okay, they miss every single time they try to attack you. Will.
Yeah, bitch.
But I will need you all to do another wisdom saving throw as they try and mind blast you all again with vicious mockery.
Oh, nat 20.
Ooh.
Will just stand
Whoa.
there with her hands on her hips as they come at her and continually miss, and she's
Yeah,
like,
their little rat voices in your brain are just like, "You're the worst," and you're like, "No, I'm not."
no one can hate me as much as I hate me.
You're like, actually, I'm amazing, idiot. I got an 18.
All right.
That's with the save. I rolled a 14
Saturn.
with 4.
I got a 6.
Okay. Reader.
I'm still just assuming I'm out of this.
Oh yeah, I'm
I'm-
sorry. Yeah.
Why are you rubbing it in my face that
I
I'm
keep
not?
forgetting you're passed out. I'm sorry.
You want like unconscious me to flop over
no,
and try
no,
to dodge
no,
it? Okay.
no. You all. Saturn, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world, but
I mean, they missed. Okay, bye, Ross. See you soon.
Bye, Dad.
Okay. So, a lot of notes for this episode. Please excuse me. All right. So, thankfully, they missed you 3 different times. Will, which is insane. They rolled terribly. And
Will is just standing proudly and using every psychological technique she knows to keep them away from her.
Oh, interrupt. Am I taking death saves? Someone did
it's
chat
not
this
your
point. Am I
turn.
taking
Yeah,
like?
you will be doing death saves once your turn rolls around. But you
Oh, okay,
roll
sure. I wasn't sure if tax did that to.
Okay, Saturn, it's your turn. So you see Nejma attempting to light this, I don't know, chocolate bar. You don't know what it is, and everyone's just doing their best.
okay. I feel like I feel like in some way I want to help try and dry off that candle wick, but I don't know if there's a way to do that.
I mean, you could probably use your movement to run over and try and light it too.
That's true, because I have prestidigitation, I think. Yeah, I do. I can make a fire with that, right?
I believe
what that
you
is?
can. Yeah, it's like cleaning things. I think you can. I think that's little tiny fires and stuff.
Let me see. I can look at
Like
it.
light a fire. Chad will tell us. You can light a fire with that, right? I think I've done that before, so.
I
guess
never
it's
knew if
yeah.
it was like a real fire or not.
Or
I always
the-
thought it was like.
Yeah, you can light a small campfire
Yeah.
or a candle.
Can start small fires and put them out.
Okay, good. Start small fires.
Okay, hell yeah. So I'm gonna swim over and try and light a fire and light that
Okay.
fuse.
All right, let me see if you succeed. All right, yes. So you actually managed to light the fire. Well, you
Nejma
you
just, like,
started it. You
Are you proud, Nejma? I lit a fire.
Yes, like
Nejma, you dried it out, and he lit it on fire. It needed to be dried out a little bit. It was
Okay.
probably in Strix's robes and damp.
teamwork makes the dream work or something, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Nejma is like, she would normally be annoyed, but sees how proud of himself Saturn is, so she's like, okay, I'll give it to him, like. I probably taught it to him, so it's fine.
So, Will, it's your turn.
I learned it from watching you.
So if I see the bomb being lit and I assume the plan is still the same, she pulls out the fight milk and drinks some of it, not all of it, because she's sharing.
Okay. All right, yeah, so you do that, and you don't feel anything right away, but you can only assume that it takes a certain amount of time for it to start working.
She goes and holds it out for the next person.
All right, she might have to pour it into Reader's mouth, considering it's...
She pours, yes, that's what she does. She smacks her lips and
Thank
then
you.
just pours some
All
in
right,
Reader's mouth.
Reader, now you get to do your death save.
Cool. So I'm rolling for that, right?
Yeah, you roll a
Let's see.
d20 and just get whatever it is.
That was a 7.
All right, so that's one failure.
Cool. It's been
Chad, are you
great.
sure that you are using the D20? It looks like this,
Hey!
not like this.
Wow!
It's
There was-
this.
That's some shade there.
This.
Yeah.
But you did get some of the fight milk in your mouth, so, you know, hey.
Yeah, no, I hate it, guys. It's been a great show. I've been loving playing with you guys this reader. It's been
I think you
wonderful.
died half of the episode.
That's because he's your tank, and he's not a tank.
I was not built for a tank at all. So now my camera.
We should put tank treads on Reader.
That would be pretty sweet,
Yes.
actually.
Warforged.
I would- that would be
Yes,
okay.
have fun with new legs. Get ready
We can
for
rebuild him.
You guys
Turn
will
me
have
into a
some...
segue.
Whenever you get some downtime, you can always do that.
it. Mhm.
Yeah, downtime.
Okay, next up is... We're back to the top with Nejma. So you have the flaming thing in your hand.
Yes. I toss it into the mouth.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me... Oh gosh, what would that be? An acrobatics? No. Strength? Strength.
I feel strength.
Yeah, because we're throwing something.
What if we?
Can
what
you-
if we each pick something not strength?
You tried to do it!
Damn it. Okay, strength. Come on, baby, don't let me down. Okay, it's not bad. So 17 minus 1 for
That was
16.
good. Yeah, you did. Oh, that was close because it would have gone in the water and gone out.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Oh.
So you toss this little brick into the mouth and of the rats, and it's just kind of like wedged in between like two little rats, and like
Okay.
just like looking at it, and it's still on fire, but you can tell that the fuse is still going down.
Okay.
Both the little rats.
Yeah, they're two looking at like
Yeah, can Nejma, as she's throwing it, yell, "This bitch empty!" Yeet!
yeah.
This bitch is gonna explode. Yeet.
Oh my god. Great. Okay, so yeah, now the rats don't really know what that is, and they don't really care. So they're going to try and attack you, Nejma, because you just threw something at them.
Just like, come at me, I'm invincible.
Okay,
Actually, don't.
they missed they missed twice, and they're gonna hit once.
That's fine.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, and they one of them like a wave of rats just sort of swarms over the top of you, and engulfs you,
Okay,
and you take 9 damage.
that's fine. Actually, it's not fine, but whatever. I have 4 HP left.
Oh boy.
All right. Next up is Saturn.
Okay, so
You just saw Nejma get completely engulfed with parts of the rats.
yeah. So who so far has taken the fight milk?
Anna and Reader, I think.
Yeah.
Or Will and
Yeah, I
Reader.
don't know if I because my action technically was drinking it, so I don't think that Reader has drank it. Is that right, Holly, or did I get like, bonus action?
Your action would have been drinking it, yeah. So you still have to pour it in Reader's mouth.
Oh,
so I'm
cool.
poised to pour
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but
As your next turn, yeah.
Okay. And where's Reader? Is Reader with Will?
Reader is close to Will, yes. He was
Okay,
knocked
so-
off, but I'm guessing he's close enough to Will to use her movement and then action to pour it.
Okay.
I assume I'm just like unconscious against a wall somewhere.
Yeah. You were just discarded.
Can I try? I would like to try and help Nejma out. Is there a way I can like use my rapier to try and get these rats off without cutting her up in the process?
Yeah, you could definitely attack the rats and see if you can get them to to stop swarming on her, pretty much. more or
Okay,
less.
yeah. Okay, so I roll for that, I guess.
Yeah, just roll a normal attack.
Okay. That's do I add anything to that or no?
You add your attack bonus, so I think yours is +5, I believe. Or +4.
Yes. Okay, so that is a 9 plus 5. That's 14.
Yeah, that is enough. So you can try and shave some of these rats off of Nejma.
Okay, so I rolled d8 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. 5 plus 3. It's 8 damage.
Sweet. Yeah, so you can just manage to take at least a few of these rats off. She's still engulfed in rats, but you've taken some of them off of her.
Okay.
They seem to
cool.
just keep coming. You don't even know where they're coming from. The ground, the
Okay,
monster, you
great.
can't even tell.
All right.
All right. Okay. Next turn is Will. It is your turn.
I continue as I was poised to pour, and now we'll pour the fight milk into Reader's mouth.
Good.
Thank you, Will.
Good. Yeah, and you notice, Will, as you do that, you can see that your hands are starting to turn a little silvery.
Okay, I also yell, you guys are gonna want to drink this before I turn into Alex Mack.
We could all could all hold hands, right? Is that how it worked too? Like
That is how it worked.
Yep.
okay, I think Reader's just muttering, just like no, Papa, not the oil.
Papa, no.
Papa, no.
Papa, no.
Like tiny Reader in like a little cap and like a Dickensian vest. Like,
Yeah.
Papa.
Oh my god.
Scurrying in his sleep. Yeah.
Reader, give me another death save.
Okay.
As you're going, Papa, no.
18 plus something.
All right, that is a success. You're fine.
Oh,
My
God.
boy is fine,
I'm
everybody.
stabilized back, right?
No,
Is that
you
how that
need
works?
one more. You need
Oh
one more.
God. Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're back up to the top with Nejma. Nejma, you notice that the little brick has gone out. The wick is about this long and it's gone out.
Dang it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see. I have Scorching Ray, and it's. Oh, I don't want to do that because I could hit somebody else. Let's see. Trying to be aware of the range for the first time in Nejma's life. I'm gonna go ahead and do.
Do you have like a gun?
I always got that thing on me. Okay.
I'm sorry. Me and my triangle.
Okay, so
Chat keeps saying Nejma's flaming gaze. Are you making up
it's
spells?
like- no, it's this one that I can't pronounce because it's too hard, but it's not called Flaming Gaze. It's like
Ankaiser's Scorcher, is that it?
yes.
Okay.
Amazing Grace's Scorcher.
Amazing Grace. I don't know how to say it either, but
We renamed it last
Amazing
episode. I remember
Grace.
that.
yes. All right.
I'm gonna do that, but it is 5 feet wide. Okay. So Nejma looks to Saturn and goes, "Step back, my boy," and because I don't want him to catch on fire.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 feet wide.
Well, you can step forward. Saturn can't step
Okay.
back because it's not his turn, but you can step forward.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and step forward so nobody is none of my own party is within range of this. And then I'm gonna direct it at predominantly the small box, but it is 5 feet wide and goes 30
Cool.
feet.
All right, so you're gonna just blast this rat. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. You don't even have to roll to hit. So I don't think you do. So
hit-
just give
I
me
hit my
damage.
funny bone. Okay, hold on. I hit my funny bone. D8.
Work hazards.
Yeah. It's called hubris. I hubrised my humerus. Because I was throwing shade earlier. 3d8. Okay, 8. 3. So 6 plus 8.
Wait, was that at the
14.
bomb too?
It was at the
Yeah,
bottom.
so it's gonna be in that whole direction.
Yeah. And did you want to Actually, no. Never mind. You can't do that. Okay. So you
It's gonna be bad, but I don't have any other
You
spells.
just light it on fire, and now the whole thing is on fire. The whole little brick is on fire, and you can see that it's sort of fizzing and popping, and you probably do not have that much time left.
Cool.
And the rats are just writhing now because they're angry that they've been caught on fire, and they all look towards you, Nejma, all at once.
That's fine. I'm used to a very large crowd being mad at me.
And they're still swarming all over you too. So, okay. Yeah. Sorry, it's gonna take a while.
I deserve this.
God.
It's like that episode of 30 Rock where it's like everybody booing and Liz Lemon's like, yeah.
Okay, so they all hit you, and they swarm
How
over
we
you
do?
again, and they do 24 points of damage.
Cool. I don't even have that many hit points, so I'm out. With my final breath, can I be like, save yourselves,
Yes.
save yourselves.
So
I
noble.
ain't got nothing for me out there.
All
Will,
right.
Will kind of like rolls her eyes at this, but does not obey.
Tell
Yeah.
my family I died in a really cool way.
And Will, you notice that you've started sinking into the ground as part of this water, and and Reader, you're also starting to meld into the water as this like weird metallic-y material
Sure.
starts to suck you into the earth, or parts of, it's not earth, it's like
Yeah,
old
like
sigil.
just to think about it, like we're in water, so are we like a bath bomb? Are we like mixing with
Yeah,
the
I'd
water?
say you're like a bath bomb. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
This is some merchandising shit right here.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
just
say
saying.
it's
Oh
like
my gosh.
Bath
Let's be
bombs.
trapped in the birdcage bath bomb.
Trapped in the birdcage bath bombs as our faces dissolving into nothing.
Just like
Trapped in the bath bomb.
Oh my god. It is your turn, Saturn.
Okay, so I've started to turn into goo.
Not yet, no.
At this point?
You haven't drank the
Okay.
fight milk yet, have you?
Yeah, I was confused about the
No.
turning into the water. Okay, so Saturn's gonna be like, oh Jesus, and he goes to go rescue Nejma from this horde of
Okay.
rats.
Well, the rats have started
What did
to
I say?
taper off because she's unconscious. They don't care anymore.
Okay, so he's like, we gotta get the hell out of here. Can he swim over to Nejma, put her on his shoulder, and then that way he can like
Yeah.
start swimming towards
You
Will
definitely
and
have
Reader?
the strength to do that. And it's
I
not
do.
very hard. I'm not even gonna
Buff
make
enough.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You can carry a person. You're buff.
Hell yeah, great.
Just like picks her up like she's nothing and just like,
Yeah. So you
Saturn
pick.
puts Nejma on his shoulder and just like,
Okay.
I'm not letting my favorite pyrotechnic go out like
All right, yeah. So you put Nejma on your shoulder. You will provoke an attack of opportunity from the massive rats. They miss. So the massive rats are like, and they miss you, thankfully. So you can swim towards Will. You'll probably reach her on your next turn. Will, it's
Okay,
your
cool.
turn.
I guess I'm trying to like. I guess I'm trying to like slosh my way over to touch them, to get them.
Yeah, you can do that. You can make it, but you'd have to take
I'm like,
Reader with you.
You
gonna try and-
No, Reader drank it himself.
Yeah,
she Okay, pointed out good. now. Okay.
I was like, no, Papa.
That's right. Sorry.
No, Papa.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm just kind of like half slurping my way over
Cool.
there. I don't know if I can make it there with my move. I don't know what my movement would be as half sludge.
You probably like half movement, but this you're not that far away, so you probably would be able to get to them if you guys are going at the same time.
So I just kind of slosh over and like smack my hand onto Saturn.
Okay, and you give him the fight milk.
No, I'm just touching him.
Oh, that's right. To
But, I mean, I
give
guess,
him.
like I could give. I mean, we didn't drink it all, right?
No,
so
you
yeah, I smack the fight milk in my hand on him.
Okay, cool. So now you have it on you, Saturn, and Nejma. It is your turn, so I need a death save from you. So just roll a d20.
What happens if I don't get this?
Oh no, not you, Reader. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I just assumed it was me.
Nejma, and then. Oh no, you need to do one too. I'm sorry. Yes, do yours first.
Okay. What happens if I don't get this? Do I die?
No, you have
Okay.
two. You have one success and one failure.
Okay. That was a 2.
That's a failure, but you still have one more. I'm pretty sure, right? Or
Can
is
I
it
turn
dead?
into goo? Can I turn into goo and escape death?
I think you have one more because it's 3. Is it?
What if I just like keep holding off on my turn? Like I keep postponing it to other people, and I never have to roll.
Was holding off. It's just like I don't remember. It's 3, right? It's 3. Or
There are three slots on my.
Yes.
my
Okay. I'm
sheet.
sorry. Okay. Death is 3
No.
failures. Correct. So you need if you get one more failure, you're dead.
Cool.
Okay. Now Nejma, I need you to give me a.
I got an 18.
Okay. So you're fine.
Oh.
You're fine.
You girl.
Cool.
All right, and the rats are going to try and take a swipe at you again, Saturn, because you're going next to them. Oh, okay. So they hit twice again. 4, 5. So they do 16 points of
Oh,
damage.
jeez. Okay, I'm down to. I'm down to 16 health.
I'm tweeting at Chris Perkins right now. Just like I'm literally just.
What have you wrought, Chris Perkins? Jimmy, I would suggest you save reader.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I guess we're all
It's,
together now, right?
You are all together. It is your turn, Saturn.
Okay. All right. Cure wounds, baby. Final one. Let's go. I just like smack my hand on Reader's face, and it's time to go. So let's see what I gotta roll here.
Papa.
Cure
Papa,
wounds.
Papa, so cold, Papa.
Papa, I see the light.
Everyone in chat is just like he created a monster.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability. So
Yeah.
that is.
Listen, 2.5 years of that, you learned some skills, okay? I will never be as good, but I definitely want to make him proud.
I forget what my spellcasting ability modifier is. I always forget what that
I
is.
believe it's your charisma modifier, so it's 4.
Okay, +4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's
So you
save
get
the
an
boy.
automatic 4.
Please.
You get an automatic 4.
Yeah.
But you can get more because I have to have it, right?
Yeah, that's why I want a lot.
Yeah. Please.
Ooh, okay. 7 + 4, not horrible.
Yeah,
I'm back.
you're
I'm
back. Yeah,
What am I-
you have like
what-
7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 12 hit points.
My
So I
healing.
have
hit.
that, right?
So 6. You have 6 hit points, but you're awake.
So I pop back up, Papa. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
That was very close.
I have no more, so nobody
you
get
might
hurt.
you might
for the
still
next
die, it's
hour and a
fine.
half.
So Will, it's your turn, and you pretty much completely sunk it into the water. And as you're looking up, you can see that all of you now have aspects of the fight milk shimmering on you, so it worked. But you notice that the fuse has gone out on the little box in the rats above you. You only have one hand left. The other one's kind of sunken underneath.
I don't think my hands can make fire.
No, the fuse. I mean, it's like you think it's gone into the thing. You think it's out of time. Not
Oh.
it's out. It's out of time.
Like it didn't stop being on fire. It
Is done.
Be something that happened to it might have made it go faster. I can't imagine what that would be.
Well, if everybody seems to be all fight milked up, I guess I just like stay as in contact with them as possible and hope for the best.
We should all hug.
Yeah, we should all hug and like try and dive under the water.
Will kind of like rolls her eyes at that like she doesn't want to, but then hugs Reader.
She wants
As I look at my arms just drooping down like the end of Infinity War, like it's becoming.
Yeah, you notice just as you reach out to hug Reader, you feel this like extreme heat and a flash of white light as the entire area around you turns white, and you hear this hissing noise, and these flames just engulf all of you at once and sort of recede back almost like a collapsing star into this brain, and all the rats are like ah! And they just explode outward, just rats everywhere, just everywhere you can see. And you notice that this makes the fight milk work faster, and you just are sucked into this explosion. So all of you just suddenly are sucked into this explosion, and everything goes dark.
Cool.
Yay! Woo!
And you just feel this extreme heat all over your bodies, like you've never been this hot in your life. And you open your eyes, and it looks like you're on some sort of plane of fire. Everything around you is on fire.
Are
Not
we in
yet.
hell? Like, are we like dead?
Is this hell?
And you don't see Nejma.
But
Nejma?
Gone now. She's not here anymore.
can I roll an insight check to see if I
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm,
Make
I'm
any
looking,
sense of
I'm looking
this?
for one of many pairs of sunglasses. Natural one.
Everyone else can roll. Reader is not a very good detective right now.
15 for me?
Saturn.
I got a nat 1 as well.
Will,
Cool.
you notice
15.
that Nejma is actually here, but she's made of fire.
Whoa!
Fucking rad!
It's everything she's ever wanted.
And you can
My dream, bitch!
so Nejma, you're just made of fire, and
Rad.
around you is fire. Everything is fire, but
That's hot.
and you don't know why.
Literally.
But you also see on the ground in front of you, Will, is the mirror shard. And in the mirror shard, you see a totally different place other than the plane of fire where you currently are.
Does it look like where we came from?
It doesn't look like where you came from. No, it doesn't look like the rats. It doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like crones. You've never seen it before.
I pick up the shard and I say, Nejma, are you feeling okay?
Nejma, you can see you're made of fire.
Oh.
You're clearly made of fire.
It's lit fire!
You're immediately into it.
Reader is still unconscious?
No,
or
he's
is-
back.
No, I'm up. I just
Okay.
didn't even see. Can I assume that we turned at least to see Nejma at this point? Like we understand that.
Well, I spoke to her, so I assume that would let you guys know that
yeah.
he was there.
Am
Like,
I
oh.
really, am I in pain? Like, is this a
No,
bad
you're
thing?
not in pain at all.
Fucking rad!
I think I would be trying to like take my jacket and like put Nejma out. Like I would be trying to like.
Yeah, when
Assume you're-
if you throw the jacket at her, it just passes right through her, and on the other side, it's on fire.
Oh, my jacket! And then I'm trying to put the jacket out.
Just C-3PO's over my jacket.
My jacket is just quickly trying to stay.
With Nejma, you're almost like incorporeal.
Oh, that's so cool. So I'm just like a fire elemental from World of Warcraft. I just have like angry bracers.
Yeah, exactly. Are you gonna look into the shard, Will?
Yes.
When you look into the shard, you see another strange. I guess it would be similar to the Bell place and the old Colonel place, but this time you see a woman looking back at you with red pigtails.
Wow.
Is it my long lost sister?
She doesn't. She doesn't say anything.
I'm a flame broiled whopper bitch.
The Baconator's back.
She doesn't say
Wait,
anything.
no. Oh, I was hooked for a second. I was like, oh, cool. What does that mean? Oh,
I knew immediately.
Anyway, that flickers out, and it goes back to the same hallway that you remember the shard originating from.
I yell at it. How do we go back there? Hello?
No one answers.
Nejma, can you maybe stop burning for a second and figure this out? I don't want to stay here.
Absolutely not. This shit's rad.
Saturn just kind of looks at Nejma and he's just like, that's kind of scary, but also pretty rad, I gotta say.
Yeah, and Nejma, in fact, you only hear this voice as you're enjoying this momentarily flame existence, but you hear a voice kind of in your head just say, will you accept my patronage?
Ooh. Oh.
Child of the flame.
Did anybody else hear that?
Did
we?
we?
Hear what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Did we though, Holly? I'm assuming we didn't
No one
hear
heard
right?
it. No.
Except Nejma. Okay.
Honey, I think you have a fever. You gotta calm down.
I'm just poking my hand through like Nejma's arm, and I realize I'm poking her in the boob again accidentally, and I feel bad.
Reader, you got to stop.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
His crime book is all charred.
Oh no!
Do I recognize the voice?
You
Holly?
don't know, and it says, I can get you and your friends back to safety, but you have to accept my patronage.
Yes.
All right. As soon as you say that out loud, your compatriots hear you say yes. But the shard starts to get bigger and turns into a door.
Ooh.
And on the other side, you see the same hallway.
Nejma, what did you do?
We gotta go. We can get out of here. Let's go through the door. They told me I could go through the door.
They?
That sounds suspicious, considering you also, for some reason, are fire. So
And this is cool.
I don't know what's going on in your head, but maybe we should think.
Look,
Listen,
I'm
we've
not
been
thinking
through
about it. I'm
that.
going through the door. I'm not staying in a place that's on fire.
See any other
Life
doors
lessons.
here?
We'll just walk
Welcome
through the door.
for the door.
All right.
Can we see into the door like
Yeah.
what it shows?
Yeah, it's exactly where the shard came from originally.
Wait, like the basement of Crone's shop?
Mm-hmm.
Will is going there already. Will is done.
Right. Well, you walk through and it's exactly as you left it. The shard isn't there. It's exactly as you remember it. But the machine that you see on the other side is now moving. Before it was broken, and now everything on the machine is moving again.
She's pissed. She's like, great. Looks like it working. Crone! Hello, Crone! She starts just like stomping around, yelling for Crone.
Yeah, you don't hear anything yet. You're just kind of stomping around angrily. I think you're just kind of letting your anger out in this empty room. Like, this stupid! like,
Great, fixed it. Glad we could do that for you. Glad you asked us to help you in this random world we didn't ask to come to. Hope that's great. Bet you'll have something else for us. Stomping around.
All right. Do the rest of you enter the portal?
Before we walk through, like, do I see anything of interest, or is it just in this fire realm? Is it just fire? Like, do I see buildings or like mountain
In
ranges?
the distance, you do see buildings. You see mountain ranges and buildings. It's almost as if the landscape was created of fire.
Cool. So it's okay.
And you don't really
Cool.
know how you're not getting hurt, except for it might have something to do with the fact that Nejma just seems to be on fire. You don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I look
you're
at
welcome.
Saturn like I guess we follow.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm terrified, but this place is on fire, so maybe we should probably go.
Saturn's like poor, like bare ass is just like scared.
Oh, he's sweating.
He's sweating.
He's sweating.
Yeah, we walk through.
All right. You too, Nejma.
Yep, I walked through.
All right. Everyone walks through. Nejma, as you put your hand through the portal, you notice that it's becoming a normal hand again, except for
Aw.
you have what almost look like flame runes on your arms.
Nejma hesitates for a moment because like being on fire is freaking rad,
But
ultimately goes through the door.
And you hear the voice in your head go, I'll contact you soon with one of my compatriots.
Okay.
Yikes.
Can I check out these runes on Nejma and see if I can recognize them from anything?
Yeah, you can they almost like there's just like a couple of like you can see like flame runes or like different things that you would think meant fire in your alchemy studies. The alchemical
Sounds
symbols
like
for
a-
fire.
Like a picture.
You can make it up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was like a
No, you can
canon-
do. No, you can. These are your runes now, so you can make them up to be yours. But reader, you recognize them as fire.
It's
Cool.
the Chinese word for love.
Yeah. Whatever you want it to look like, and they kind of fade as you walk out. You think that they only react to fire.
Interesting. Are you all right, Nejma?
Yeah, I feel great. I'm a little sad that I'm not like a crazy fire ghost, but now I have these sick tats, so yeah, feels pretty good. And we're alive and haven't been eaten by rats, so.
Oh, and you also, reader, you hear something knocking inside of you.
Inside of me?
Oh, Christ.
What part of my body?
Just like somewhere like in your chest cavity. You know, there's holes in there. You have a bunch of robot bits in there, but something is in there.
I swear to God, if you xenomorphed me, like
For the rich.
I would like to. I would like to inspect myself,
Yeah.
like open up.
Yeah,
my
you
compartments.
can like pull off part of your chest, and there is one singular cranium rat in there, and he just crawls up on your shoulder and just sits on you.
And I do like a little tentative, like very delicate finger towards it to see if it's gonna bite or anything.
No, he just licks you. He's like, bleh.
Do a little blep.
It blep.
You
A little
bleh.
blep.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
And he smells really bad.
Can reader smell?
No, he can't.
The rest of you can tell. I think I could just probably visually identify.
There's little stink lines coming up.
You look like, have you ever seen like for instance, you're a dog owner. Do you like look at your dog and you're like, I know that you rolled in something. And
Yeah,
stink.
yeah.
Your fur's all
Yeah,
matted.
Yeah, and he's kind of
Little
gross. He's
asshole.
kind of messed up. He's got like some bite marks on him. He's not really the cleanest rat, but he definitely he likes you. So.
Aren't you a survivor? I say, and I let him kind of crawl back in for a second and see.
Yeah, he'll just crawl all through your insides.
And then just go,
Rich was
ooh,
like,
you
whose
just
dog
go,
is this?
Ooh, like just kind of quickly.
But yeah, you still haven't seen any sign of Crone, but the machine, you can all see that the machine is now working again in Crone's shop.
We fixed it. Hello.
And the shard is shrunk back down to the floor and is just sitting on the floor again.
Saturn's just like, well, we've experienced a lot today. A lot has happened.
We should see what's going on above, I believe.
I agree.
Yes,
I
let's
would
go
like to
find.
Take a nap.
I want to pick up the shard though, real quick, just because it's on the ground, right?
The shard is on the ground, yes.
Yeah. Do I hold it up? Do I see anything like around, especially the machine that's working now?
Yeah, when you hold it up to the machine, you can just see that it only just shows it, but you can see that there's some kind of energy coming off of it. So it is working again, and it's not a negative energy or anything evil or anything. It's the magical energy is again active.
Again, this is the machine that like brought us here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Okay,
you don't really know what it does. It's sort of a it's like you don't know what it does.
Like a Stargate.
It does a bunch
Astrolab.
of things. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, let's go upstairs, shall we, and find Crone?
Yes.
Will is stomping up the stairs. Crone!
What does her dress look like right now?
It was scuba diving gear before, so that's a good question. So I guess she changes it. She changes it to a fancy traveling outfit, like what she'd wear to get in a carriage to go home. Just she's all like feather in her cap, you know, that kind of stuff.
That's
as
fair.
she's walking. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, as you stomp up into the shop, you can see that it's I guess not necessarily sunny, but a bright day in Sigil. The windows, there's light coming through them. It's probably around peak, so it's as bright as it gets. And you see all the tea and shelves, and you hear like bustling in the tea shop. There seems to be a lot of people in there. And as you're coming up the stairs, you see the small tiefling that you remember greets you first. And she's just like, "Oh, you made it!"
Yes,
Ah,
hello, small
scraps.
child. She like pats her on the head, like
She tries to bite your hand.
Ew.
Saturn just looks at her. He's just like, "Thanks for the bomb," and then
Also-
like goes to find the nearest chair to just sit down in.
I think I follow up like, who gave you a bomb? Like, it's very irresponsible.
Oh, and she's like, well, sometimes Crone gives me things, and I got this, and she holds up the parchment. Our
Oh,
friend-
like the paired scroll?
Yeah. And she goes, this
Nejma
works
just
to send
like-
things.
Nejma just like holds Strix's face in her hands and like squishes it so she has like chubby face and just like, I missed you, little sprips.
Your hands are hot.
Yeah, I was on fire for a little while. It was pretty cool.
Ew.
Yeah.
And she looks at you, Reader, and she's like, "Do I hear something inside of you?"
You mean the beating heart of justice? Oh no, you mean this? And then I open my cap. I was like, I think I've made a friend, and I pull out open up my chest cavity and let the stinky rat come out.
Oh yeah. She's like, ah! Ah! And she takes it, and she's like, "You're smelly." No, you're stinky. His name's Stinky, and she runs away with it.
I was going to do things with that rat. That's fine.
Reader just like shove it into her robe, and she's like, "You're inside me now."
Well,
I love that child.
easy come, easy go. Reader just says and looks down at the ground, sad.
And you hear Crone from the other room going, "Hello, is everyone here?" Just 1 second. I'm serving a large table of Bariar out here. 1 moment. Just make yourselves at home. Will, there's money in the cabinet to the left. And you look left, and it just says.
Will was so cranky, and then she says money, and Will's like,
Money, please.
He's like, wait, hold on. Why did he tell you, Will?
She knows Will wants money.
I know, just.
it's in the cabinet where?
To the left, you just turn to the left, and suddenly there's just, you can see a cabinet, and on it there's just a parchment that says "For Will."
Oh, hello. Gather.
Yeah, there's I don't remember how much she offered you. I think it was it was a bunch. Wasn't it 1,000 gold for the party?
Yeah, it was like an ass load of gold.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's 1,000 gold in this cabinet, and there's also the book, Will, that you never got, that was in the vision, that says what is it? How to steal things and fill the hole in your heart. So there's a book in there that says that.
Will's like picking up all the money, and she picks that up, and she looks at it distastefully, like, what is this? This isn't money. But then she reads the title, and she's like, meh. She puts it in her clothes.
Good. Yeah. So you're just waiting back here for Crone. Is there anything else you want to do? You can sit.
I love that the party just lets me take the 1,000 gold.
Well, I think
Not on my character sheet.
I believe we'll invest it in an account that we all have joint access to, and maybe invested in.
We want
I'm
to take
getting
a
some
short
of that
rest.
money. I am getting some of that money. I am serious about that.
Ollie, are we able to take like a short rest while we wait for Crown so we can?
She probably won't be that long. She's just serving a table. But you do hear little straps scream, "Ow, he bit me!"
Whoops.
But yeah, shortly you see Crone come in, and she's elated to see you. Her birdie arms are flailing. She's like, "I'm so glad you made it. You've saved us. Thank you. We were going to get flayed for sure. All of the fight milk has been destroyed, correct?"
Oh, it's hella destroyed.
Is it?
What the hell up, Reader?
Reader understands and bites his tongue for the first time.
All right.
Aww.
She's like, excellent. Oh, thank you so much. You have your gold as promised.
Was that the deal we made? It's been a while. I've died many times.
I was
Oh.
on fire.
None
It
of
was
which were
great.
my fault, by the way.
When
Not
you
a
say you were on
single-
fire, she's like, "That's interesting."
Yeah, now I have all these tattoos. It's pretty great.
They're gone now. They only
Oh,
react to
damn it.
fire.
Well.
But Crone is like, did the portal key work? You should have just been teleported here immediately.
Well, when you use the phrase
Ew.
"worked,"
We were in this place that was full of fire, and
Yeah.
Nejma was literally fire.
It was a
What
fire ghost. You should have been there. It was really rad.
She looks very concerned. She's, for a second, your portal might have been thwarted by some other entity. Hopefully you didn't talk to anyone, and then she just goes back out to go serve some tea.
Wait, but about going home?
She's just kind of walked away, and you see Mother again, who is our lovely drawing by Kayla on the front of our stream. And Mother's in a white dress, and she comes in and she's like, "I'm so sorry. She has the worst manners. Unfortunately, going home was never an option.
Oh.
Why?
We don't have a portal to the prime material. For
Then how
at
did you bring
current.
us here?
It was the machine, the pentacosm. It can occasionally bring us those from other planes, but we can't open our own portals. That's why we had to destroy the fight milk, which is interesting. You come up with interesting names. That's why we had to destroy the brain, the us, because they were making portals. And the lady does not like that.
What happens if, and it's just hypothetical, what happens if we had like, I don't know, like one bottle of fight milk just laying around? Could we go home with that?
There's no, if you had some of that, which I hope you don't, because the lady will be very angry and find you and flay you or maze you. You don't know where it would take you. It would activate any portal in the city. It could take you anywhere.
Nejma, like, very, very carefully, like, turns to her. Ditch the fight.
Like, I think I pocket it and keep it secluded, yeah, for now.
Okay, so you don't tell them.
No, this is
Oh, I
Reader's
don't know,
very
this-
conflicted about it.
Uh-oh,
But
This
Reader's,
is, even Nejma's a little conflicted. She doesn't want to get mazed. She doesn't want to get played.
Saturn also is like,
I'll tell you, Reader's actually thinking like he really wants to see the lady again and is thinking about like how he could use it to meet the
Reader,
lady.
god damn you. Okay, I'll let you have it for a story.
Saturn asks, he's like, so Crone mentioned something about hearing voices and not having conversations with anybody in that fire realm. Just by chance, if somebody did, and he like looks at Nejma for a sec, and he's just like, what happened? What was that? What would that entail? What would that mean? Who could that be?
Mother looks at Saturn and is like, if you were on a plane or even a demi-plane and there was a powerful entity that you agreed to something or spoke to, it would grant you powers, but at a great cost.
Like how much? Like a couple gold, a couple hundred gold.
It wouldn't be a cost in gold.
I have a ooze method in the bag I could give it. And so,
Oh yes,
like,
please give him back.
Oh, okay. So Nejma takes the ox out of her bag and like just holds him out. And be like, you can have this. You can have this horrible thing back. I don't want
All right,
that.
she
So
just like tosses it over her shoulder. It's like,
You just hear like a
Hey.
cat crouch.
yeah, like,
somewhere.
"Rare!" Yeah, she just tosses him back. He's done. Yeah, so Mother kind of
Will-
looks at you very suspiciously, like you guys are obviously trying to like dance around something.
No.
Will was like annoyed when she was like, we can't send you home, but you can see she's alternating between like actually paying attention, but then just kind of like lovingly staring at the gold and then being like, yeah, home. Oh, gold.
Well,
Yeah. Oh.
Miss Mother, you said the Pentacosm has it never sent anyone out of this plane?
No. It is only used to bring people in to help the city of Sigil. That's its only duty, is to bring those in to help the city. That's our job, is to make sure if the city is in trouble, to bring in those that have no alliance to any of the factions to help set the balance right.
Well, I just, if I may say, I've seen wondrous engineering things been made. Maybe we could reverse engineer it. Who built such a thing?
We know that it has ties to the Modrons, but past that, we're not sure.
Interesting.
So more about these voices that, you know, like stuff. Like, can I get a little more information? I feel like you're holding out on me.
It's just-
Like, I need.
she just looks at you and she's like, girl, tell me what voices you heard.
I hear a lot of voices all the time. Most of the time, it's mine telling me to do stuff I shouldn't do. So.
She's like, I don't know if I can help you.
Yeah. But I mean, are there like planes where maybe you could turn into a fire ghost that I could go to?
Anything can happen on the planes. You weren't supposed to go to another plane when you were getting teleported here from the shard. Whatever happened, I can't help you because I wasn't there. You'll just have to wait and see, I suppose.
Didn't see how freaking cool it was. Yeah, then it's fine. There's no problem here.
One of the executioner ravens with a little flower crown falls down, or jumps down, and that's she points it out as Maiden, and Maiden's just like, "Ah!" and just like flies and just lands on her shoulder.
Aww. Isn't this the bird from the scary dream we had?
Probably.
You know, the one that died.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the diet? Okay.
But you hear kind of a commotion coming from the front of the shop, and you're not really sure what's going on. So, Mother excuses herself to go see what's happening, and you're just left in the back room. And the tiny tiefling, as Strix, is still back there now playing with her little pet rat. And she's like, "I have to go back soon. I gotta work. I gotta make pies."
Do you know where that rat came from? I try to.
And she looks up and she's like, "Where'd it come from?"
Well, a magic portal filled with evil.
Ooh. Well, he's not evil. Look, and it's like the rat's just like like on her finger.
She'll be fine.
Should be fine.
Maybe
Yeah.
give it shots. That's all I'm saying. Do we know about shots? Is that in this world?
No.
Okay. Anti-vax, got it. Cool. Cool.
Is there anything in this back room that looks valuable?
Oh, damn it, Will. Just fine. I'm just sure. You can look around.
You've created this monster, Holly. I don't know why you're like.
I know. Just give me a roll. See what you roll.
On a d20, I roll a 9.
Okay. Well, no one is back here, so you don't even have to, like, hide.
Oh, do you want a sleight of hand check?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You find... Let's see. Oh, no, that was the wrong one. Hold on. I'm sorry. There's so many things she's already stolen. All right, you find a broken plate and 1 copper. And it's just like under a shelf. It's really dusty. You just like get under there and your hands covered in dust. So you like find a penny pretty much.
Whatever, I'll take the penny and I'll leave the broken plate.
I'll take the plate.
She gives it to Reader like it's a present.
Peter's like, "Ooh, thank you."
Oh, excellent.
Boy, it's kind of exciting. This thing that's not mine, I'm pretending it is.
Yeah, as you guys are stealing things, and now you realize that you are now trapped in the city of doors and you don't have a way home unless you find your own way. You hear what sounds like an argument going on in the front of the tea shop. You hear Crone
Nice.
going, "No, I've never heard of that person before." I don't.
Can I peek out?
Yeah, but you can peek out.
Yeah.
Who's she talking to?
She's talking to 2 very large, very spiky, rusted armored people you know as mercy killers. And you can hear them asking for someone. Give me a perception check to see who they're asking for.
Can I roll? I assume I also want to follow up and listen.
Yeah, you can listen as well.
I only got an 8.
Oh, off the table.
I got
Oh, God,
an 18 plus 2, so 20.
Okay.
And a new D20.
I got a 4.
That's gone.
All right. Reader was yours.
Plus 2, 6 on that.
All right. Nejma, you hear them asking for someone named Wilhelmine.
Oh, yeah.
And they
They're
say
like
they say that they've been given this assignment because she's taken something from someone extremely powerful and they want it back.
Will
Okay, so,
changes her dress to be like mourning garb with a veil that covers her face. And
wait, did Will hear this though?
Oh, no, you're right.
Nejma heard it. You heard it.
You're
right.
right.
I rolled an 18 if that helps.
Okay, you heard it as well, Reader. Yeah.
Okay.
So
This is Will. They're coming for you.
Nejma slowly closes the door and was like, "So we got a problem."
And you can see him pushing
Why are they
past
looking
Crone
for
a little
you?
bit. Crone's going, "Oh no, I've never heard of that person." She's not doing a very good job.
Jimmy,
So
Saturn, can we make her invisible again?
I was just about to say, boom.
You and me, you and me.
Bippity-boppity, goodbye.
Bippity boppity bye, bitch.
I think I'll try to run interference and just like step out in front of the Mercy Killers and try to lie.
So does
boy.
Will- have you
Invisible.
guys
Why do you need to
explained-
lie?
Have
She
you guys
is
explained to Will
invisible.
what's happening? Like, she's just
No, I think I quickly said, "Mrs. Will, they're coming for you." I think I quickly.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to walk out and go. like right in front of us, goes, "Oh, wow, there is quite a bit of fecal matter back there. You should not go back there."
You say that to the Mercy Killers?
Wow. I just say out to loud to the whole room. Yeah.
All right, roll a persuasion check for them.
It's the first time readers ever lied.
Okay.
That is a 12.
They just kind of look at you and they're like, "Well, is this your barmy butler?" And they point at you. And Crone's like, yes! Please go back into the storerooms, barmy butler.
Yes, I will go back into the room filled with fecal matter, and I bow and go back in.
Saturn sees that Reader just screwed up at this persuasion thing, and he's just like, "Let me try this out. Let me try and get these."
Will whispers to Reader, like,
Okay.
super creepily because she's invisible, and she's like, "Hey, thanks."
Oh.
Reader,
So I guess
reader.
Saturn's gonna stroll on out there, and I guess I roll for persuasion as well.
And they're getting
Okay.
they're starting to like get a little pushy with Crone too, and she's just like, "No, please, I'm a calm establishment here just to serve the masses tea and my fine baked goods." And you hear Strix in the back go, "Baked goods!"
Okay, so that's a 12 plus 6. That's
18. Yeah.
Yeah.
These particular, you don't think these are the top tier Mercy Killers? You think these guys are maybe like, I don't know, like one above the bottom at this point? And so they kind of look at you and they're like, "Have you seen anyone like this?" And they explain, they pretty much explain Will exactly.
Saturn's like, I've never seen somebody like this, but I sure as hell am glad to see some fine gentlemen like yourselves. How's it going? My name is Saturn. Very nice to meet you both. Can I buy you a drink? We're at a fine shop here, and I'd like to sit down and learn more about you two.
Yes! Okay. Please give me a persuasion at advantage.
Okay, another one?
Yeah, to see if you can
Okay.
persuade them to sit and get tea with you.
Okay.
If you can hit on Mercy Killers successfully, I'm gonna give you so many props.
I love
Advantage
D&D.
advantage means you roll 2d20s and take the higher number.
Okay, plus my
Plus your bonus still.
Okay. That's a 3. That's a 3.
Both of them? Oh, no, do the other one.
No, the second one. That's a 7 plus 6. That is
13.
13?
13.
Yeah.
You know what? You buttered them up enough to where they're thankful for the offer, but they're not going to sit with you.
Oh no.
One of them
so
does
disappointing.
blush a little.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
cute.
come back anytime, sweet cheeks.
Yeah, but you flustered them enough to where they're going to say, "We'll come back tomorrow. Get your barmy butler out of here. We don't know why he's here." And they stomp off. But the threat is definitely still in the air. They've worked with Crone before, so they do trust her, but you know that they're after you, Will. And you're not.
Do I have any insight why?
You know why? You stole a bunch of stuff.
Why would they be
Which
after someone
thing
so
in
blameless?
particular?
This is something from your past.
That's what I'm wondering.
This is something that you've stolen quite a long time ago.
Will's just kind of like invisible in the corner.
Mistress Will, have you stolen something?
They're just
you
like,
know
"What'd
where
you
she
steal?
is?
What'd you take? Spill the tea. What'd you do?"
Is she still invisible?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's like wherever they're looking where she was when she talked, she moved away from there. So they're all looking at
Talking
us.
to nothing?
Saturn
she's just
uses
standing
C
in the corner.
invisibility.
Okay, Saturn, you see
Okay.
exactly where she is.
Okay.
You see her standing in the corner like,
Saturn's just like, come on, 1-to-1, crowbar to crowbar. What did you do?
I don't know. I have no idea what they could possibly.
I will zone of truth.
Yeah.
you.
So
of truth.
Zone of truth.
Zone of truth.
Started with Zone of Truth, end with Zone of
Meanwhile,
Truth.
while
Sure.
you guys are fighting, you hear Crone like talking to the patrons, trying to be like, no, never had any problems with mercy killers before. She's just trying to like say like cover everything and say everything's fine. She's clearly flustered though, and you can hear Mother being like, no, it's. No, there's nothing wrong. Like they're truly they're trying to cover up this horrible incident. So you're pretty much alone back here.
Are you Zone of Truth then?
Zone of truth.
If Will doesn't want to cooperate, I will not
Look,
hesitate to
look.
Zone of Truth.
We all have our secrets, okay?
I don't have any
Let's
secrets.
just. Oh, that's cute.
Aw.
Let's just say I fleeced the wrong person, and I need to make sure that I never cross paths with that person again.
Well, it would be helpful for us as a team, which I think we can consider ourselves after all we've been through a team. I think it'd be very helpful if you told us who this was so we could help you avoid this person.
I agree with the pantsless bard. It seems across this journey we've intermingled
That's
both
why I'm so good at charming.
both figuratively and literally. We've all become liquid metal and bonded. Our
We did
survival is important, and we need to know what you know so that we can look out for you. You are Reader's family, and I'd want you to be okay.
How about this? Well, if you tell us a secret, I will tell you a secret. I'll tell you a really cool secret.
You first.
That's not how this works.
How about we all write down a secret on a piece of paper?
Yes, let's
Saturn
write
is
down a
just-
secret.
Saturn is getting Zone of Truth ready. Like, he just done, and he also just really wants to use it.
Okay, look, like we've all been in like a relationship that was like advantageous to us, right?
No,
No.
Just-
I'm pure of mind and body.
Well, we've all, been, ingratiated ourselves to someone for the sake of financial gain? No?
I do not understand.
Okay.
I get it. I get it. I have not experienced this, but I get it.
Let's just, I may or may not have been in just kind of like a little relationship with someone who's just in kind of a position of power and, this and that.
Can I roll like an insight to try to like understand these,
Yes.
these words that Will is saying?
Reader is rolling to understand using someone.
6. He does not understand the
It's
phrase.
your camera just went up to the ceiling.
The carrot is up.
No,
You have
Reader,
a booby
are...
lamp?
Yeah, it did look like a booby lamp. Reader, you are
It is.
incapable.
Yeah, too hot for
Whoa,
Twitch.
Too hot for Twitch. Put that down.
Hasbro.
Reader, you are incapable of understanding what it means to use someone in the name of love.
That's real.
Yeah.
Saturn just goes, Will, if you do not drop a name, I will Zone of Truth you right now. I am ready to roll.
It's
Nishma's just in the background. Zone of truth. Zone of truth.
Strix joins you. Zone of truth! She's like, what does that mean?
Holly, I've never okayed with you who this would be. I'm not positive who this person is. That's kind of why I'm stalling, because I had a couple ideas, but we've never talked about it.
Well, you don't have. You can lie to them. Or just,
It was
just say what they look, or just, you don't have to say anything if you're not ready to reveal that, but
I don't want to know who you stole from. I just want to know what you stole so we can help you.
I mean, can you really steal like a living, like if you it's like your livelihood, like if it's freely given, like if you just accept a lot of gifts, like is that really stealing? And then if you just like have free run of like, say, a very nice place, and you happen to just like keep some of the things in that place for yourself, like weren't they kind of your things because it was kind of your home if you were staying there, like
Did you steal a castle?
I mean, not the whole thing.
Saturn's just like, this is too sad. Like, I don't even understand what's going on at this point. I don't even know what question I would ask. So he does not use Zone of Truth.
Look, I
Nesma's just like-
I just love very freely, okay? And I can't be tied down. And some people maybe can't accept that way of living, and then maybe they just kind of get mad a little, you know.
Someone
When
I've never met anybody who stole a whole castle. Do you want to know my secret?
Yes.
I definitely talked to somebody when I was on fire. I don't know who it was, but
Nejma.
Saturn's just like, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
No.
Okay, great, cool. Nejma talked to a brain demon while she was engulfed in flame, and we're gonna die. We're gonna die
I'm not
tomorrow.
on fire
Today, I
anymore,
don't even.
so it's probably fine.
Strix looks up at you, Nejma, and goes, "Ooh, you don't know magic now. You have magic." And then she runs off.
Yeah.
I have a date tomorrow with killers. I can't die. I can't.
We are all we have left in this world, it seems. I do not understand the Raven women. I think I could get us home with enough time.
Can we put tank treads on you?
Whatever you think will help.
Yeah.
You see Crone walk back in, and she's like, "Will." She looks right at you.
Will, like, for a second thought she was invisible and just didn't move, and then realizes she's looking right at me.
Crone is like,
And then she's like, yeah.
"Will, I don't care what you did. It doesn't matter, but they're going to keep hunting you, so you'll have to hide."
But that's so good because I did nothing.
She's like,
They'll have to go through us, I say. I think the reader accepts in front protectively.
"Oh,
Will is actually like, she doesn't even go like, oh, that's cute. She's like actually kind of like unnerved by that.
Crone is like, reader, I can't even explain what you're doing wrong, but
Please inform me. I would like to do
it's
better.
fine. You have us to help protect you, but we can't protect you from the Mercy Killers. Until
When you say hide, do you mean find a portal to send me back to the place you stole me from?
Ooh.
Oh, snap, even reader says.
Crone is like, we can't control the portals. Only the lady controls the portals. You can find a portal. You can ask around to find a portal. There might be leads for you to find a portal, or you can go someplace else entirely.
It sounds like we need to talk to the lady.
No.
Will's kind of
No.
like-
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
when
like
she
puts her
said
like
the
little
lady-
claw hand over your mouth, and she's like, no.
As soon as she said that, she's like, I wonder what the lady likes.
Strix like looks up at you, and she's like, don't say that name. And then she walks up to you, reader, and she says, you're looking for a place to go home. I think that maybe Imbris might know one. She knows lots of portals. She's really nice. She runs the bakery I work at.
Oh no, the donuts! I suddenly.
The donuts!
Oh no, the donuts! All of my failures come crashing back down.
She asked the crone, has the lady ever shown any like romantic interest in anyone?
Crone is like, no,
Reader would also like to
no, and no. Don't say her name. Don't call her. Don't say anything about her unless you want to die or be mazed.
What if we call her the Goral?
I thought she was the Beyonce.
Crone thinks for a second. She's like, you know what? Yeah, you could call her that.
Great. So, say we wanted, hypothetically, to go and find this Goral.
You don't want to find the Goral.
Well,
She's
where would
saying it.
we? Where
You
should
mean Beyonce?
She's
where should we definitely not go then?
everywhere. She's everywhere. There is
her.
no.
Oh,
we don't know
okay.
what she is, or I can't even talk about it this much. She
I don't.
closes her beak with her hands, like.
Miss, I'm not trying to be difficult, but you're telling us the answer to our problems is a person we're not allowed to talk to. Logically, I should step outside in the street right now and start saying the
There-
lady's name.
No,
over and
no,
over.
no! There are plenty of portal keys. And Strix looks up to you and she goes, I told you I could take you by this. Imbris will
What?
know.
Mm,
All right, let's start. But I'm sorry, I interrupted you. You were saying I should hide. Do you have any particular suggestions along those lines?
Disguise yourself. More than you already have. But they'll find you nonetheless. They have ways of finding you with magical means. You'll have to find a way to keep yourself out of scrying.
Will has a disguise kit, and she's like so adept with it that I think as she's talking, she's like, and she's like putting on makeup that completely changes the look of her face.
Cool. Yeah, you can do that. So you can use your disguise kit, but Crone has informed you that they have magical means to find who you are, where you are, and doesn't matter what you look like.
This place sucks.
Strix is also like tugging on your robe now, going, "Come on."
Ugh. Okay. Fine. Empress. Ugh.
Are you guys gonna follow little Strix?
Yes.
I would love to follow little Spraps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that it's also like leading towards where Modrons were and other solutions there, so this makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So you can also that you remember that you found the Modrons in the underring that were.
Yeah, remember when we didn't go there? You remember when we just didn't go?
That's fine. But you know that you've seen your brother's handiwork around on Modrons around the city, so you definitely have a lead on that, and you know that he's somewhere in the hive.
Can this entire experience at Crone's shop be considered like rest?
You can rest at you can rest at Crone's shop, or Strix insists that there's also what she calls a good corner at Empress's shop.
I like the corner. Yeah.
But so you might want to
Okay.
rest at Crone's first. You're welcome to rest there. Like Crone says you can, but Will is going to have to hurry because they know that the Mercy Killers will be able to find her.
Well, they're not coming back till tomorrow, right?
You don't know that.
Well, I feel like logically, if they were just there,
Yeah, they might take a day or two to search other places. So you would
they'll probably look elsewhere first, and they'd probably go to the donut shop next. So why don't we rest at Crone's, and then we will go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm fine with that. I'm exhausted.
All right.
And out of spells to heal you guys.
So you all decide to stay at Crone's one more night. Strix will go back to her bakery. You know where it is, so you can find it. She'll say farewell and take her new pet Stinky with her. She thanks you, Reader, and says thank you for your body rat.
Thanks for your Vorat, weirdo.
And Crone will set you up in one of their guest rooms, and she'll make you some lovely tea, some herbal healing lavender tea to help you with the night. And she'll set you up with some wonderful scones with whipped cream on top. They're all warm and soft.
While we're sleeping on the bed, I just want to say that I think I go downstairs and try to like sketch out as much as I can the mechanics of the Pentacosm.
Yeah, you can do that.
Just to try to study and understand it.
And there's lots of strange runes and symbols that you don't know what they mean on there. So you can, and lots of you don't know what it could be, like some kind of ancient Modron language or something like that. So you can copy you can copy as much as you can into your journal. So now you have a schematic, so to speak, of the Pentacosm if you want to find how to pretty much reverse engineer it.
Totally cool.
And you don't need to sleep as much. So you're
yeah. I spend the rest of the night just like looking out the window, guarding the party, trying to make sure no one comes back.
Yeah, exactly. Just looking sad, glowing robot eyes, just
Rain
looking
on
out
the
the window.
window.
Exactly. All right. So yeah. So the morning comes, or whatever you can consider morning in Sigil, and you hear the bustling consider outside. Crone opens her shop and starts serving different creatures and people from the gymnasium, which you recognize before, the buff folk.
Saturn. Hey.
And no sign of the Mercy Killers yet, Will, so it seems like a normal morning.
So, how would one go about not being chased by Mercy Killers?
We gather our case, we go to the authorities, we confess everything, and we throw ourselves on the mercy of the court.
Crone looks at you and she goes, "That's about it, right? Yep, that's it."
No.
Do you think we could like just pay them off?
Crone thinks for a second. She's like, "You know that you can. I don't know how much it would be, but you'd have to talk to them.
Does it have to be with money?
What are you implying?
Crone's like, not necessarily. I don't deal with them that much. I don't really break that many laws. No offense.
Excuse me.
Because I will do whatever it takes.
Reader turns to Saturn, waiting for him to finish the idea. Yeah, I sort of hear.
Yeah, listen. I seem to butter up one of those fine gentlemen. Maybe if I show him a good afternoon, I can
love to plan a date.
I can sort of keep him from coming after our friend.
So Crone tells you that that's not the worst idea she's heard, and that the Mercy Killers are located in where the prison is in the in the lower ward. So you can find the prison in the lower ward where their faction is located, and their factal is called Nilesia.
Look, Saturn, like, far be it from me to tell you what to do with any part of you, but could you just find out how much money they want real quick when you're over there if things don't go as planned?
I could try my best. I could try.
Yeah, because I'm sure we can figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we can just grease a few palms.
Mm-hmm.
Nejma's just like, humans are disgusting and impure. Mother always told me about this. This is horrifying. Of all of the things that she's done, this is the most horrifying. Cannot believe.
I would be happy to plan an itinerary for a night out on the town. Let's throw a ball.
Yeah, I'll throw some balls.
I mean, you could.
We should plan a party.
You can plan a party. Except for the Mercy Killers are still after Will.
Can we do the ball after?
Yes, let's take care of Will first. I mean, if that means
Look, we can sweeten the deal with the ball. We'll throw the Mercy Killers a ball if they'll chill out about me.
Yes, I think we can get two birds with one stone, as the phrase is said. It never understood. Why would you want to get two birds for a stone?
That sounds
So
mean.
pure.
So mean. All right, let's do a little reconnaissance. Will, I feel like you should stay and hide. I don't know, like under some floorboards.
I'll just stay here with Crone. She seems to really like having me around.
Yeah, you guys are so fun. And Reader and I will go, and Saturn, I guess you can come too, and find out how much it would be to pay them off. Gotta protect our squad. Gotta protect our girl.
You guys.
Unless I do think you should stay here, Miss Will, but unless you want to try to invisibility cloak yourself with us.
You think, Will, that you'll be fine being invisible, because if they want to find you, they will find you, even if you're here. And Crone pretty much insists that you do not put her shop in danger any longer.
Ugh, fine. I know when I'm not wanted. Crone.
She's like, meh.
She goes with them invisibly.
All right, and you also remember that Strix wanted you to stop by her bakery to speak to Imbris about a portal back home.
Okay. Let's go to whatever her name was. What was it?
Imbris?
Ibris?
Imbris. And you also notice that a lot of people are talking in hushed tones about an explosion in the hive, in the slags. And now there's a gaping hole in the slags where once there was a street, and they don't know what happened. So
Ooh, we should definitely go there.
That's where you came from. You caused
I know.
it.
I just want to go in here. I just want to go in here. Good things.
Hear good things. They don't know what happened, but there's a big steaming crater in the slags, and they think that the what is it, the geography of Sigil has been permanently changed because no Dabus are coming to fix it.
I think
Oops.
Reader, not trying to brag, but genuinely trying to help, would be like, that's right, everyone. There are heroes here who will help you, and we will look out on your behalf. You can count on us. And he's like, we really don't have a name set. And he looks at the rest of the group. What do we call
The
ourselves?
pals. The magic pals.
The magic.
We're,
Pals.
we're like that kind of crew? Like we're doing that now? It's like that's okay.
We have to.
When you say the magic pals, you suddenly see your good friend, the little Dretch, appear.
Yay!
And he looks at you and goes, "Magic pals!" And he holds his arms up.
Love that
Oh,
guy.
no.
Nejma turns to Reader and Saturn and Invisible Will. Because you came with us, right?
Mhm.
As Invisible, okay. Let's go. We were supposed to go meet Spraps and her bakery donut mom. And then we can find out how much it'll be to, get you-know-who off the hook.
And the Dretch thinks for a second while you guys are talking, goes, "I thought you were the Crowbar crew."
Oh yeah, Crowbar Crew is a great name. Or
That's just friend.
Sorry, Crowbar Crew is a subset of a larger
If you
group.
get yourself a crowbar, you can be initiated.
That you
I
can
was-
apply to be initiated.
I
It's
didn't-
like
I don't know where
Someone
that
says from out of
voice
nowhere.
came from.
No, he's clearly
Thank
one of those
you,
like fans that
omniscient
just
voice.
follows you around, and he's just like, bleh, and he spits out a piece of gold at your feet, Will,
Will snatches it up immediately.
and he just
We-
shuffles into Crone's shop behind you.
We are a good tea party. Also, didn't that Dretch frame us?
No.
No, he was the one. He listen. It's not like that. Like I should like stand in front of her. It's not like that. It like just starts walking towards the Is Holly for the donut shop? That was something that we had to take like a cart.
You had to take
right?
a sedan car, which you can hire. You're loaded, so you can hire anything you want.
Yeah,
You
we are
can even-
flush
You know what you
with
can even do
cash.
is you can find I can't remember the name, but you can find a metal a golden metal stingray to fly you there.
What?
Yeah, like a magic
Whoa,
carpet.
whoa, whoa. We
What
just
about the
we
hot
just
guy?
got
What about the
Saturn.
hot guy?
You can do that too. Yeah.
That I could get a free ride out of.
Yep.
free
I
is
don't remember
great.
can. You slut.
All right,
I
so-
don't remember his name though.
Well, you see, there's so many, and they're all so buff. You just they're all like you can just hire some more. You can hire some more hot guys to
Look,
carry
look,
you in
look,
the
look.
I
sedan car.
persuade them to give us a free ride.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
All right, I'm gonna roll for that.
You're like every billionaire is like, yeah, I have all the money in the world. I'm not gonna spend it. Jeff Bezos.
Wow.
Put him on blast. Hey, he owns
Okay.
Twitch. Watch out.
Look,
Right.
somebody gets paid by Jeff Bezos, so
I
you
like
too,
having
so-
my
Okay.
I like having my Twitch
roll to
channel.
persuade.
I'm not gonna say anything. All right.
I'm sorry. Who are we persuading right now?
The
Just buff
sedan.
guys?
No, so
It's just
so
like
Saturn, you hail a sedan car.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
like
got
hailing a
5
taxi.
plus 6. That's 11.
Okay, that's not
But
not
I-
enough to get them to lower the price, but they do appreciate your flattery.
Listen. Can I try again?
No.
Can Nejma try?
Yes,
Reader
Nejma
walks
can
out.
try.
Okay, Nejma can try.
Sure,
It's
I have an
like,
idea if you don't. Yeah.
if listen, we're a little bit tight on money right now. If I show you guys a cool magic trick, do you think maybe we could do a tradesies?
Okay,
Ooh.
persuade them.
Persuade. Perception +2. Okay. Oh! Roll the 20.
Oh my god. Yes.
they're like, oh, magic, oh, magic.
Yes.
22.
They're so excited. They're like, they love magic. They're just, in fact, they talked about how they both went to a magic show the other night and how great it was and how much they loved it. And so they will watch any magic trick that you want, and they will also give you a free ride to, what was it called again? Jesus, pastry place.
Oh man, yeah.
Highland Pastries. That's it. Highland
Okay.
Pastries.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use prestidigitation to I don't know, like maybe make like little butterflies or something cute.
Chat suggested make Saturn's chaps flap in the breeze.
I don't see why I can't do both.
Yeah. Okay. You-
The butterflies actually flap, like, and create a breeze that just.
the chaps.
Can
Yeah.
Saturn pose while he's doing it? Just
Sure.
like
Yeah. Okay. And they're just like, yay! So yeah, you've impressed them. In fact, the whole street's pretty impressed again, and they think that you're busking, and so you get thrown a couple of silvers.
Hey.
Will picks those up.
Good.
You will take them.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody
If no one else
Okay.
takes them, Will can take it.
You said a few, so like 3?
Sure. A few is 2, but that's okay.
What?
A couple.
2 is a couple.
Okay,
Couple
okay,
is
never mind.
two.
3,
Three
never
is a
mind.
few.
I was incorrect. I'm sorry, Will.
3 is a crowd.
All right.
Three
Okay.
is company.
So you are on your way to Highland Pastries. You
Highland Pastries.
Yeah, you make it there. The sedan chair drops you off, and you notice that a crowd has kind of formed outside. You think that maybe it's, maybe it's free donut day or something.
Free?
Uh,
I like free stuff.
Well, it can also mean that there are mercy killers. So why don't Reader and I, the purest of the bunch, go and take a little peeky pie and sat around and talk to these guys or something? You like to.
No. I think I will join you because I got a way with these murderers.
I will go
Well,
and
that's right,
stand
you
in
do.
line. I'll stand in line.
All
right,
right. If you
let's-
notice, it's not really a line, Reader. You notice that people are kind of just whispering amongst themselves, like they don't know what happened. And you can see some smoke coming out of the building a little bit.
Oh no! We immediately run over. Then yeah, can we like push through the crowd? Like my child's in there. Like you do that whole.
Oh my god.
Lifts a car.
Yeah, as you push through the crowd, you notice that the door to the bakery is open, and everything, including like the little donut wheels and all the things you'd seen before, is scattered all over, just destroyed. The glass is broken, and then you look inside, and all you can see on the ground is blood. Everywhere there's blood.
I examined blood. What kind of blood is it?
You don't even know.
Is it child blood?
You're going to say that whoever was in there is probably it's their blood.
We were supposed to meet that little child here.
Perhaps.
Yeah, is
You'll
do you
have to
see
go
Brad?
inside to see.
I'm already running in. I'm already sprinting in.
Yeah, when you get in, Reader, you see pretty much all of the young orphans either dead or just blood everywhere. But you don't see the body of Spraps or any of that. You do see Empress lying dead on the ground though.
Great.
I can tell for sure she's dead.
Oh,
Okay.
she's dead. They're eviscerated. This is like a horrible scene. There's blood everywhere.
I guess I'm like not. I guess I'm immune to smoke and stuff too. So I'm just like powering through. Is anyone in here? I'm going farther in. Like there's like a part where like all the orphan kids were like hanging out. Right. That's when we met babies. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm running into back there.
Yeah. When you get back there, like all you find is just corpses.
Okay.
Everyone is dead.
I'm gonna pull out my paired scroll and quickly write, "Are you okay?"
Oh.
Yeah. When you do that, you don't get a response immediately, but you just see that there's tears on the scroll. It's just wet.
Will
Ask
may
her
not
where
be.
she is.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of Megan, I think that's probably my next thing. Is like, we're here to help. Where are you?
And then in her scratchy writing, it responds, Empress opened a portal. I don't know how. She still has the key. I don't know where I am.
Will invisibly goes and tries to see if she sees a key on Empress.
Do you give me a perception check to see?
My rolls have been dirt today. 8.
You don't see anything that looks like a key, but you do know that portal keys can be anything.
I
Yeah.
take everything she has.
Okay.
before she picks it up, I think I'd be walking back over to Empress and like inspecting the body if I can roll like an
Okay.
insight test or whatever.
Yeah, you go ahead.
That is investigation got +7, so that'd be a 15.
All right. Yeah, you notice that Empress's hand is clasped around something.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to pull up and inspect it. We'll be that.
Yeah, when you open the hand, you notice that it's a shard of purple amethyst.
Interesting. I'd like to not touch it directly, but like, are there like baking tongs or something?
Yeah, you can pick it up with baking tongs.
Do you like
Yeah.
the thing that the cops do with like the rubber glove? folds
Yeah,
around?
yeah.
It's the murder weapon. Is there a way to tell like how they died? Like magic, death? Like
You can roll to see if you can determine how they died, if it was magic or not.
okay. 13. Would it be anything else?
You don't know. You just know that everyone here. It could be a mix of magic. You have no idea. There's no way to tell.
Okay. Well, is there like a modifier? Because I rolled a 13, but I don't know what like the modifier.
Oh, that would be like investigation, or no, yeah, Arcana. Even then, like,
Arcana?
yeah, it's
okay,
a really.
they're both +4, so even 15.
It's
not.
a really difficult check. You don't know. You don't even know. You've never seen anything like this before. But yeah, you're all in a room filled with blood.
In dead orphans.
Yeah.
Saturn's just like, I don't think my cure wounds is gonna
Why are you doing
help
like
us out here.
You mean like Curb Your Enthusiasm music's gonna start playing or what?
Yeah, and that's it, guys.
Oh man, Nejma is very affected by this.
I was not expecting dead orphans. Is that actually it?
Would you
Is
say
the-
that
is that-
you're angry, Nejma?
Very affected by it. I would say angry, yeah.
You hear the voice in your head go, "Good."
No! No! We woo! We woo!
And that's where we'll stop.
Uh,
No! The 1,000 wee woos. Oh.
Did we just end this season on dead orphans?
Yep.
Cool.
Yup.
Cool.
Dude, Will, I'm trying to keep it together because Will is like, whoever Will is, but Anna, as the fan of Little Baby Strix, is like,
Oh no, we're gonna have to fight this man. Whose man is this?
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this?
Also, Jimmy has a date. Like, we gotta, more importantly.
That's true. Well, and also, yeah, has to seduce some mercy killers, which
Yep.
I love that plan. I think
I'll
that's an
figure it out.
amazing plan.
But
If you
the
can
lead
seduce
on
your
the
way
stage.
into the prison, that is going to be the best.
I'm
I feel
really
like we're gonna need
excited
a
for
change of costume though. Like we need...
a Cyrano de Bergerac of Sigil. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Yay! So that concludes the first season of Trapped in the Birdcage.
Oh my
Aw.
God.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you for
Sorry.
DMing, Holly.
Of
You've
course.
been fantastic.
Yes.
We
I-
might be
I-
back soon. Wink. So
Maybe.
keep your Thursdays open if you can. Also, obviously for Critical Role, so no one's going anywhere.
The show we're all here to
Yeah,
see.
the show we're really here to see.
Well, If we didn't do another season, this is the darkest campaign.
Let's hope. Yeah, I mean, but it's
Holly,
appropriate.
sorry I traumatized your character. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. But yeah, so let's go do our rounds of who has fun things to do, because we have the Stream of Many Eyes coming up, which
Yeah.
Anna and I will be at doing all kinds of stuff. So make sure to tune into that, or if you're in LA, you can get tickets, which will be fun. Oh, and I forgot. Hold on. Oh no, I am slowly being possessed by Elminster. Hold on. Wait, I gotta find Elminster. Wait, what is that, Elminster? I can't hear you over my computer in this world. Oh, whoops. This is a symbol from Elminster, the Sage of Shadowdale. What could that mean? Please continue watching the streams for more secrets such as this.
#No stone unturned.
#No stone unturned. I'm sorry, I was gonna put it into the game, but I got too overwhelmed with the orphans.
Hashtag. No.
It's understandable.
Real good. Real good.
So there is your symbol from Elminster.
Just cover like half
I
our
did.
faces.
I'm sorry. And I'm gonna
It's
put it right
really
here.
good.
Okay. Look, this is the kind of stream we run here, folks. So
Yeah.
we're
I'm
all
fine.
messes
Like,
everything.
I look great. Just put it over Chad's face.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, great. But yes, okay. Now back onto the things that we need to do. Who's first? Chad, you go first.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just distracted by seeing the stream and this image. Hi, I'm Chad. I played Reader in this season. Thank you for having me. I write for cartoons, including Troll Hunters. Series finale premieres tomorrow on Netflix.
Wow.
Watch all the stuff that happens. It's crazy. It's like this, but less dark somehow. And I wrote a bunch, so go check it out.
Less dark somehow.
It's somehow less dark.
We've all stopped moving, but hopefully they can still hear us. I don't know.
Oh
why.
yeah, hopefully you guys can hear.
I don't know why we stopped moving.
No, it's because that Elminster rune was so powerful it froze us.
I guess. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, Solo, go watch on Netflix. If you have Netflix, if not, it's probably be on other services. Hello.
Boob lamp, too hot for Twitch.
Yeah, and also follow me on Twitch and Instagram and everything as Quantum Theory. Thank you very much.
Yay.
Hadil.
It's me, Hadil, your friend. I haven't really streamed this week because this week has been the week from the pits of hell.
Oh, we're back. We're moving again. Yay.
Oh, yay.
Chad, your boob lamp's back. There you
Boob
go.
lamp, too
I
hot for
gave
Twitch.
up on it because I didn't think it mattered. Okay.
I can be found on Twitter at twitter.com/tweetysuch and Instagram at the same. And you can follow me here on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/tweetysuch. And I just hit 200 followers during the stream because it did a weird confetti thing that scared me. Yeah, I stream Gentle Minecraft and this really fun game called Forgotten Anne where I accidentally fell in love with a lamp. So that's me. The end. Love you. Jimmy's next.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Wetzel. I played Saturn on our season of the game. If you enjoyed me and you would like to find more, you can find me on Twitch. I am back to streaming once again because my computer is fixed. It's going to be a very fun summer and hopefully rest of my life playing games with you all. It'll be great. I'll play all sorts of stuff. I got plans to do another Mario Party in the next coming days. So follow me on Twitch. Someone just posted it in chat. Thank you very much. You should follow me on Twitter because you can find out everything I'm doing there. And there's links to my YouTube, which I'll be back on that eventually, and Instagram as well. And I've got a bunch of fun pictures from my week in LA last week that I want to get developed, and it'll be great. And I'll be putting them on there. Be a good time. Anna.
Also, please follow my Instagram at Anna Prosser, and you can find me on Twitter at the same and Twitch at the same. Twitch will be really important this weekend because I've finally moved into my new place and I have my stream set up, and I'm going to be streaming Idle Champions because my character from Dice Camera Action, Evelyn, has been put to the game. And so you can actually play Strix and Evelyn together, and you need to play to unlock her, and I will be doing that and hanging out with you and chatting because Idle Champions is actually a great game to be chatting and playing at the same time.
And hopefully I'll stop in and give away some Strix codes too.
Ooh, nice. Good idea. And I should also be following up with some creative streams soon, have my whole sewing set up there and everything. And then the next big party that we'll all be at is the Stream of Annihilation, the Stream of Many Eyes, like Holly said, where we'll be playing a whole bunch of D&D, and I will also be hosting, so you can tune in to see me talk about cool D&D stuff and games throughout the whole weekend, June 1st through 3rd. That'll be on twitch.tv/D&D. You can find the schedule if you just Google Stream of Many Eyes. You can find this schedule, I think I said. And then if you want to watch more Dungeons & Dragons, you can continue to tune in Tuesdays at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for Dice Camera Action with Holly and I. And you can also tune into Misclick's D&D Lost Mine, which is the starter set adventure for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons that I am DMing on twitch.tv/Misclicks. And this season has been amazing. I can't wait for next season, fingers crossed. And I just want to give mad props to Holly because she's an amazing DM, and this was super duper fun.
Oh, thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Killed it, Holly.
Thank you, friends.
Holly is amazing.
Yay, Holly!
No. Thank you for going on this ride with me. And again, keep watching our Twitters to see if we will announce if there is a season 2 of Trapped in the Birdcage. So we might be back, which will be excellent because I would love to play with this motley crew again. And did you guys think of your actual name? Like, are you the Tea Party? Are you the Crowbar Crew? Are you the...
I wanted to give us up, and I realized none of us feel good about it. I like Tea Party a little bit.
That seems like something we should deliberate on.
Oh, for next season.
If we get another season.
For next season, yes, excellent. Is there anything else that's going on? I think we're good. Thank you again for tuning in, everyone. Make sure to be kind to yourselves and drink water and all those things. And we'll see you on the Stream of Many Eyes, which is going to be super fun. Yeah, that's it. Sorry I had to explain Strix's backstory in this like really messed up cliffhanger.
No, that was the best.
That was an
great.
amazing
thing.
way
Best
to
Fantastic.
origin
end.
story.
Yeah, so
That was great.
enjoy friends, and hopefully we will see you all next time. So goodbye. Thank you again. I gotta stop the stream myself. Okay, all right. Okay, bye.